channel powered by Patreon. Pledge if you want to keep it strong. Bell rings, eyes gleam, minds dream. Such words coat the blackboards within schools of creation. Though it took longer than planned, way longer, my final semester within the grandest of them all has concluded. I learned a lot playing Scarlet and Violet. Sandwiches are good, frame rates are important, and despite everything, Game Freak's creative spark is truly immortal when it comes to what really matters in a Pokemon game. Enriching all with phenomenal fantasy fauna, Generation 9 is an impossible marvel with a record-shattering balance of quality and quantity, striking each and every chord. Narrowing a roster down to 10 is the hardest it has ever been, but I'ma do it anyway. If you don't see your favorite on here anywhere, I swear on my life, it is only because I only have 10 spots. Speak, Reller fan. Rule set's basically just a suggestion set. New families coming in hot. Old families getting new members. Fresh blood painted with old brushes. Whether base game Mon, DLC Mon, Cindy Mon, all of my friends are invited. You see all those boundaries? Me neither. The world's our cloister, and I ain't gonna dare stall out its explosion. Adelante! Palafin, fleet and forceful, with the ability to sweep your team and clip your pathetic defeat. By the power of Smogon, Palafin, with his most optimal set, Adamant Band, grinds out all bitches that crumble to cheese for the purpose of street cred. Oh no! A boosted jet punch! Palafin! Seriously? What the fuck? Look, up in the sky! Really? Is it a bird? No! Is it a plane? God damn it, no! How does a marketable monster-based business rake in metric billions without the shill power of one of the planet's most popular real animals? They don't. Or at least they shouldn't. A cry for justice. Nay, demand! Make a dolphin Pokemon, or we boycott. Oh, that worked really well. Paladin, autocorrect. Palafin carries the unhallowed custom of transfusing a liquid Tsar bomb into a new water type's bloodstream, cause the virus makes me sick, it's so brainless and endless. But call me a leper, cause this particular dry heave slaps. Aquaman's own Animorph took its smear frames really well, telling the always hilarious joke of his ass being useless like this were a Megamind sequel. A classical superhero cliche of BRB gotta change works so beautifully with Pokemon's game, unmasking the crazy before and after via switching out and returning as a DC-garbed titan for the sole sake of protecting its homies. Quite faithful to the Dolphin code, gotta say, and an impressive gimmick, albeit one directed like a Teen Titans Go episode, and a design straight out of My Hero. I appreciate that, keeping the traditional cutie pie look, but also having a bonkers beefcake berserker mode when it's go time. And yeah, you go into fun jail. You know, normally it's the Superman XP that's Cran Cruncher coated, but clearly Crayola on the cob dipped in sea salt is gas. This is good! Functionally being a twofold mega evolution, Hero Palafin, a more ships slacking and wishy-washy's bullshit together to become Cetacean Saitama. Ain't no calculus here. Dolphin Dude hit hard. Dolphin Dude hit fucking hard. And because the water type is thoughtlessly bulky by trade, good luck diving down for that kryptonite. He even comes with a stab pivot move and literally better Aqua Jet. Get! But for once with these tsunamis in a can, it actually melds with the design and is truly believable. There's an art to being dumb. Here's hoping bro opens up a coffee account. Roses are scarlet, violets are violet. Toxic spikes on hits? What is this bullshit? The heart-throbbing highlight of every sweetie's well-deserved gift bouquet, Glimora, doubles as the throbbing of your chemical burn wound, sampling a ginormous range of inspirations. The caustic crystalline chrysanthemum of the Great Crater emblazons what I love so much about the rock and poison types. Pokemon don't get much more abstract than this, combining elements of toxin-rich nightshades and antidotal passion flowers with copper sulfate and sea anemones? Oh, seems the Pokemon ain't the only ones getting powered up with magic crystals. Glimora's artistic profile changes with every new angle you look at it. Side-eye to the left, you got Poison Ivy's Cootie Catcher. Side-eye to the right, it's a stick of cotton candy. Stick it to a wall, it's a flower. Glue it to a bitch's head, it's hair. Send it out first, it's so on. Rock Poisons, a combo that always felt so pestilent. So cool to combine sharp, jagged stones with venom-drenched stingers into the most painful, stabbing weapon imaginable, but never quite realized through Nihilego. Glimora well and truly epitomizes that nightmare niche, while also continuing that novel thrill of a special-based rock type, redefining the word hazardous with complete trap control, belching out toxic spikes like a gumball machine on laxatives, courtesy of toxic debris, and money-shooting chemical hatred every time it spins. TF2 Pub Sniper would like to battle. You'd have to be a stupid, dumb, thick, dense, smooth-brained, dunce pinhead twit on a stick to not set this severed Sonic head as your lead. And even when not home-aloning your foot bubble, Glimora's A-grade special attacks, spits, power gems, energy balls, earth powers, dazzling gleams, sludge waves, and flash cannons on your impulse purchase from Boot Barn. Ever try Power Herb Meteor Beam? It's such an experience. Stealth rocks are brown, toxic spikes be purple. Chunk my health down, I corrode your nurples. Maybe don't step on the flowers next time, dick. Crazy things in this here video game. Am I glad he's frozen in there and that I'm out here and that he's the sheriff and that I'm frozen out here and that I'm in there and I just remembered I'm out here. What I want to know is where's the cavemon? Maybe first figure out what's the cavemon. Electricity in my 10,000 BC? Paradox. You bet your ass. And bet it even harder that Scarvi's darling temporal enigmas resonated with me. I'll be the first and only to say Sandy Shock stomped the loudest. Hallowed nostalgia for Magneton's ancient 8-bit image gave shape to the most chaotic shred of an already chaotic realm. Stop! Look! The once levitating cluster of magnets protracts its lowermost pair to form Gumby looking ass legs, bonding to the ground no electricity would dare befriend, complete with iron filings for tufts of ungroomed hair, rust in the strokes of tribal war paint, and segmented tail of screws. This enotic Neanderthal is a masterpiece of stylization, looking goofy, behaving fiercely, but feeling creepy. Sandy Shocks draws parallel to the massively disturbing phenomena of out-of-place artifacts, concerningly ill-fitted relics discovered in context our fundamental understanding cannot explain. Genuine existential anxiety before your very eyes. A futuristic instrument of innovation come to the past to lose its fucking mind, solidifying Sandy Shocks as handily Paldea's most disturbing Pokemon. It feels so weird and wrong, even for a class of creature made to feel weird and wrong. So why then does battling with it feel so right? This ain't your grandpa's Magneton. Stunfisk's fantastically funky typing of electric ground finally gets put towards planetary annihilation as a menace of momentum-based, bulky offense. With its special attack and speed graph stretching out like its own goddamn Gumby feet, Volt switches from Sandy Shocks hurt badly, while blasting gaping holes in the enemy's plan with the advantage it sets for teammates. And sitting around to eat its stab proto-synthesized earth powers is a mark of the insane. Kinda feels like the same old electric type shit, something the true Magnemite line has always avoided, but that destructive dirt you got on them, and the fact that it's still bulky enough to spread hazards, no shock at all that Team Scarlet had the wilder ride. Okay, there are fire types. Then there are fire types. Additions so cool, none in the most complaint-happy fanbase on Earth gonna complain. Armarouge and Ceruledge set the normally hard choice of, which version ablaze, forcing your bitch ass to either buy both or restlessly beg to your friends like a fucking Cocker Spaniel. Personally mythicized as the two Pokemon wielders tasked by Paldea's king to seal the treasures of ruin. The spirits sealed within this pair of chest plates embody the triumphs and tragedies of an ancient war. The Scarlet Knight, gifted cannoneer, living to see victory, whilst the Violet Knight, gifted swordsman, dying a bitter failure. The interpretive fable this duo dangles in your face is incredible, making you really wonder if these are the same being with alternate what-if fates, or are they two beings with shared history? Were they war buddies a la X and Zero, both victims of an impartial disaster with varying luck? Or was one noticeably less honorable? Whew! Writing with fire, Sir Knights. But say you're allergic to parchment on that low-care diet. Verily, thine torrid Templars serveth their lord in fiery faith. Like it were a fresh playthrough of Mega Man X4, choosing which of these long-lost Reploids to lead your crusade is really easy at first. Purple swords. Ceruledge is Gallade on fire, trained in assassin-class physical attack, and holds stoic to specialized strikes, slicing at your jugular with the same badass array of colorful contact moves. Night Slash, Shadow Claw, Psycho Cut, X-Scissor, Solar Blade, Iron Head, Poison Jab, goddamn Dragon Claw, and the Fire-type Leech Life that is Bitter Blade. The regret trapped within the malicious armor protects this literal Nightmare Zero with the Ghost-type supernatural immunities. Yeah, a sword fight with the Ghost. Some honor, but Armarouge survived the war for a reason. Fortune favors the bold, not so. Live modest and master the mortar. Magmortar, the renowned Scarlet Knight, perfects such craft, blasting all with hugely strong, hugely assorted special attacks. Flash Cannon, Dark Pulse, Shadow Ball, Energy Ball, Aura Sphere, Dragon Pulse, and its very own Charge Shot and Giga Crush. Armor Cannon and Terrain Boosting Expanding Force. Through their lore, design, and battle properties combined, these are among the greatest fire types yet created. Your king bows to you. Or does he? Checkmate!
Check it thy place before 'tis felled upon!
I can never tire of Pokemon games taking extra effort to look back on incomplete specimens with the intent of TLC. I do question what bros be smoking to chant some tender lovin' Karen on a guillotine kajinka, but it's sure to light the signals. The king has arrived. Bisharp's evolution, I can't believe I'm able to say that, is the coolest cross-gen upgrade since Scizor. The sacred rule of chess has kept stoic for a millennium and a half, but one, King Gambit, vows to break it in half. Unofficially counterparting Palafin 0 to hero. Only a Bisharp, foremost in imposed cruelty, can rise from nobody to nightmare. I always attest there's no point in being a dick in real life, but in digitized echoes of the Iberian Peninsula, 'tis the blade which draws the god's blood. King Gambit's bastardly brutality farms appeal in the same way it does for Ganondorf. It ain't original, it ain't deep, but goddamn! Is it metal? And bluntly put, this design fucking fucks, turning Bisharp's already Super Sentai looking ass into a sinister Shogun with a blood-tipped katana for a mustache, rhinoceros beetle-shaped kabuto, and with hair so majestically huge. He sits on it like a levitating throne! No way that's legal! Not. Neil, those ain't glitches! It's your Switch cracking itself in two trying to bow! My lord, state thy desire. Thine army awaits.
Leave.
But sire, all will fall.
I am all.
Completely inverting the king's role of stupid glowing weak point in traditional chess, King Gambit's demonic ability in Supreme Overlord exponentially buffs both attacking stats as teammates drop, growing to the strength of permanent dual choice boost should he be the last mon standing. Meaning, yes, this quintuple bladed nuke could even destroy with special attacks if allowed. Thank your pantheons, he only really knows 3 to 4 double-digit power physical attacks. But Sucker Punch, Iron Head, and his flagship Kowtow Cleave alone carry him and his despotic, nigh Rhyperior grade physical stats to the peak of band discussion. Like, seriously, this dude's pushing it. But the idea is so entertaining. Exiling him from the most popular format would just be a buzzkill. Sure, in several aspects, it's just a safe, big-budget sequel of the same old shit Bisharp's been doing for over a decade. But is better Bisharp really much of an insult? The numbers game, aka Money Funds My Pulse, is the one that, well, you don't even play. It plays you, cramming the value of life into a little shiny disc. No. I'm 3 weeks clean. I ain't about that magpie life no more. Give me the motherfucking gold tokens. What have these games done to me? YouTuber tunnel vision and money, passion fainted. I get ghosts are supposed to haunt you, but this just ain't cool, man. Roaming the world every single time I hear that coin gurgle.
Bitch! You bitch! Where the fuck are you?
Reddit snooze aborted little brother, back from the dead to snack on your chocolate coins. Yeah, they smack. But when you got 1,000 of those piled up, assembling a goddamn combiner robot just comes natural. Goldango is the epic epitome of why the fuck not. Dex entry number 1,000 worked so hard for, simultaneously being an amazing apology for Breath of the Wild's literally shit completion reward and min-maxed miracle of competitive combat. Feeding your pet mimic the entire GDP of El Dorado results in one of the most interesting sights in all Pokemon. A spectrally animated statue of doubloons stacked in the shape of wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man / surfer dude / dreads / string cheese / the fuck. Oh, money can buy charm after all. I just love looking at this smarmy Bitcoin bastard. Explains the ghost typing, but still so damn lively. As spirit lifting as a come on your bank balance. Alright! With how hard Gimmighoul is to evolve even once, I think the blatant overtuning is justified to the point of fanfare. Goldango is literal pay to win, blessed with the 1% of type combos, Ghost Steel, and one of the most unapologetically unfair abilities ever. good as gold. This Anthro Amulet coin taunts you with its wealth, ignoring all offensive status moves aimed at its bubble. You know, status moves, your strategy options. Are you absolutely sure this region ain't based on America? Money ain't supposed to be this strong. Goldango is the god of singles because of this. You literally cannot do anything interesting in front of its face. And its stats are so diabolically cheap. It making Mr. Krabs look like Mr. Beast. Skipping only on the one stat you never use. Special attack higher than Gengar. Who stacked this coin pile? Wario? Also make it rain.
What the fuck were they thinking?
I'm thinking they were thinking, yeah, you earned that. I'd love to see those everything has a purpose people try and fail to explain away constant complaining. Does passionately misspelling postmat shit talk make the wheels on the chakra go round and round? Does watering the bitching tree with your tears magically make a super powerful, epic, one-of-a-kind Pokemon appear for you to catch? Your point's under the truck.
Allow us to introduce ourselves.
Don't salt your brain before you rot it. You know, I thought rubbing that stuff in an open wound's supposed to hurt like a mother bitch. Nobody told me it could open those wounds itself. The Minecraftian manifestation of the Pokemon's refusal to take L's. Garganacl is a freight train packed with so many goods worth heisting. Firstly, did you hear when I said Garganacl? Garganacl. What the shit? That is the coolest name ever! You can't call a salt monster anything cooler. Elements 11 and 17 combine to create exactly what the angels said. A dream come true. A truly powerful, pure rock type. Through ingenious application of both the science and culture behind food's favorite chemical compounds, Salt Bay's private mountain bludgeons the three strongest types that aren't fairy with well-deserved karmic retribution. Enter Salt Cure. Sprinkling specks of Morton's dandruff translates to Rock Throw plus Leech Seed. You don't absorb that HP, but goddamn, passively taxing 1/8 of their life every turn with such beautifully monstrous bulk, recover, and protect spam.
The ceiling's salt, the floor is salt, the walls are salt, and to an extent the air is salt.
Showdown's finally main series canon, and thanks to salinization and rusting, the HP of water and steel types are quartered! Yeah, fuck you, you mindless bulky bastards! Yes! Run! Flee from puny Pebble! And my favorite, Garg's ability, Purifying Salt. A cultural nuke, granting resistance to ghost-type attacks and immunity to status ailments. Replicating Japan and Egypt's historic faith in salt to repel evil spirits and diseases. It looks hella cool. Move pool sick. Stats are perfect for its game plan. Bro, they weren't having it. They're like, fuck you. Y'all gonna have a mono rock type in your favorites group and there ain't nothing you can do about it. My last fuck's out to lunch at a wheat thick buffet and all y'all are invited. This is gonna taste good. Something must be said about Pokemon designs camping out and roasting weenies along another franchise's borders, and vice versa. And the word of the patrol guys all come down to how good bro cooks. Deep fry him twice while dressed in medieval fatigues? Mega Man says huzzah! Hibashi chefing that shit in full-on Kuga armor? Kamen Rider has no words. Only bows. Bug Dark, my forbidden beloved. Where the hell have you been? Binging the entirety of serialized tokusatsu programming? That'd probably take 28 straight years. Alas, everything's gotta be handcrafted practical with you, so waiting for both your types to stockpile ban-worthy move pools for maximum Asian-flavored annihilation. What's the Japanese word for yeet? Low kicks is such a badass of an insect. It made me forcibly drop my life-size Snuggle Me Mothra. Yeah, he still love you, baby boo. Kamen Rider's the entire reason why bug types beat dark types. Never mind defining the last 52 years of Japanese superhero media. God, most delayed thank you ever. But mine's instant. Thank you for finally giving us a physical tinted lens abuser. This ridiculous ability doubles the power of not very effective hits, functionally granting this Mighty Morphin Jiminy Cricket unresisted attacks. Funny, that's also the main downside of bug type. So you're just gonna casually let stab first impressions and sucker punches off triple digit base attack dodge the elemental sales tax? So much for patience, young grasshopper. Go on and give Zordon's pet Bible Plague the most powerful priority attacks in all Pokemon existence. Just with these two moves combined with min-maxing Choice Band and Terra of your pick, Tinted Lens Low Kicks turns revenge killing into a saga-shaping superpower, valiantly avenging Armarouge and Ceruledge by effortlessly destroying all 4 Treasures of Ruin, vanquishing evil through evil means. I like it. Also nice and clever, giving it bounce and axe kick. Oh, Japan, you rascals. Not only does Low Kicks crush the theming, look at it. Look at it. Look at it. I know people have done more no-nos since the Book of Exodus days, but we had to have really fucked up for the Locust to get bumper spikes installed. Give this hoppy hell spawn an evolution with a motorcycle and an overly long scarf, and I'm gonna have a real uncomfortable bug to bean talk with Scizor. Cat got your tongue? Yes. Goodbye, watch time. Normally I ain't for roller coasters. Get sick just watching them. But ooh, shoveling in popcorn watching the Sprigatito drama that so daintily tickled my gag reflex unfold was a loop-de-loop you never forget. Douchebag, disguster supreme, Weed Cat's highest peak really brought to light how badly the franchise's representation of the cat needed this blast of pepper spray. Of the 32 definitive cat Pokemon, 22 are on all 4s and pretty vanilla, frankly. So you'd think everyone would appreciate the series embracing more culturally nuanced forms of the creature.
Well, what do you think?
Well, he's ugly.
Tell us you have no taste without telling us you have no taste. Is okay, sweetie, I work the spotlight. Premiering the vivid Vegetal Vixen, turner of types, primo of pivoting, the bestest grass-type starter yet made. Meowscarada. I would have rolled my tongue on the R, but it's a little busy. What am I doing? Specialized bias aside, Paldea's most posh is a paradigm of damn this thing's good. Meowscarada combines the overpowering appeal of mischievous magicians with the world's cutest emotional subjugators and gives it the wardrobe specs of Morgana at Mardi Gras. That mask, that color combo, that tailcoat / cloak combo? Want? Look at this funkly scrunkly. Such a good girl. At least mine is. Named her after my girlfriend. Am cringe, am free. And so is the wind, should this fluffy bullet play a part. The violations of the Geneva Convention this creature calls this speed, this attack, this move, and this ability together. Yep, dark type checks out. The speed which grants her illusory sleight of hand, the highest ever for a starter by the way, hits with the force of a Swampert. And even with the Gen 9 nerf, Protean turns Meowie into a nebulous deity of metamorphic destruction. And terrestrialization may as well be catnip, it drives her so wild. Fun coverage and low kick, play rough, thunder punch, acrobatics, and triple damn Axel? Yeah, bye-bye. And super meta mainstays like Knockoff, and even both forms of spikes makes plotting sets for her more exciting than an old mystery gift ticket. Slap some boots on to really get Spanish up in here. But of course, all of them require this killer kitty's murder weapon. Flower Trick. 70 power, never misses, always crits. So, you're a liar. That's 105 power. That pierces boosts and screens. Excuse me, sir, your cat's looking a little hoarse. Yeah, that's what you get for hugging all the goddamn sushi fish lacks. The cost of being one of a kind. I knew it. I knew something amazing charged every photon of the light spectrum which Scarlet and Violet bookend. The story of Area Zero haunted me on frame 0, long before I beheld its incredible truth. The strangest anomalies the franchise has ever seen emerged from the most normal of pain. Terapagos is the crown jewel of all normal types. Literally so, begetting all of Paldea, the wondrous gift of terastallization. Ultra Necrozma and Eternatus both conditioned me to expect a massive, masterful monster behind any new generational phenomena. So for me to see the root of it all as a fragile, innocent gemstone turtle, I feared a formidable nuance. Dear trainers, I ask, does the name Lonesome George mean anything to you? The closed story of this legendary, real male Galapagos turtle does disturbingly well to narrate the open book that is this legendary fictional male turtle's plight. A book I finished in tears. An ancient, once totally ordinary, shelled reptile turned wondrously special by an ecological upheaval. An entire species reduced to one. Real George could do nothing as his mortality faded, but say a magical meteor, the very same which took his world, gifted him the strength to bring it all back. Terapagos' incredible powers to employ space-time, invite savage multiversal Pokemon variants upon our realm, very likely progenerating hidden power itself, blessing mankind with its perfected form, creating his own type in stellar, power creeping with his own 700 plus BST super state, nullifying the monstrous influence of weather and terrain. Shatter a Master Ball! He's every all-powerful legendary ever dreamt, but feeling far more special than even the gods, because he doesn't even know he's special. This poor baby awoke a supreme being, breached multiversal gateways in search of the family he will never know is gone. Insurmountable, uncontainable power spanning the entire world since the beginning, used not to conquer it, not to uphold sacred duties, but to reclaim meaning long destroyed the only way an innocent knows how, finding, making, and empowering friends. The entire overarching theme of this whole series. My journey to fully grasp Terapagos has compelled me in ways only this franchise can. Never before has a Pokemon driven me to dream so much, and never has discovering and befriending one of these creatures felt so significantly rewarding. For the first time, a legendary's fate of being one of a kind warps the entire world around it, empowering ideals to the brink of cataclysm, unleashing the dangers of the multiverse in search of his extinct family. You catching him, befriending him, saves the world, means the world to this beautiful animal we almost lost completely. And guys, this is just Terapagos' concept. He's so cute! So beautifully curated in a wonderful, multi-layered design, wearing the entire type rainbow as tessellation on his shell, and symbolically resembling both a dream catcher and the meteor that formed the Great Crater. My god, such haunting detail, and with battle properties so deeply versatile, so omnipotently adaptive, he will make you and the Uber tier feel terrible forever, calling the normal type unremarkable. Not since Darkrai in its prime has a new Pokemon become my number one without any resistance. Here you go, King. Don't ever drop it. This is being Fawful's Minion, and I like turtles. And now, give it up for the high tier patrons. Akuma Kuma, Alfredo Jones, Azazel the Undying, Brandon McDaniel, Buzzsaw the Righteous, Chibi Emiko, Clover Dragon, Cosmia, Cortamanch 437, Daniel Nance, Dark Lord Bloody Soul, Diamond Ice, Double N, Downy Dolphin, Eddie Toxpin, Egbert Milton, Emerald-192, Emily Infinite, Fencer de Rio, Flame Chocobo, Fog Weaver, Goldsbro TSG, Hero for Life, Jake the Snake Ironstorm, Jobot011, Kennethon, Kirby 484, Nightmare Steel, Kyle Wee 21, Lady Archimedes, Love, Lucario Smash 246, Luigi Fan 234, Mailman 019, Manias 3.0, Mathtron 5000, Matthew Smith, Mechamax, Morgan Arvite, Panther J, Patrick Sandlin, Peter Shepard, Pitterpalm CB, Renaku, Lord of Shadow, Rio the Mountain Hermit, Roberto del Fuego, Shining Silvally 777, Sinistar Man, Skellington 977, Sobata 92, Spencer Studios, Steel Joe 1120, The Ultimate Sora, Tubazo 1989, Zay Zandler, Scott Knowles, Green Dragon 53, Raxel, Vicmeister 1999, Shugo, Soundwave Fan, Local Forest Cryptid, Demo Webster 22, Pokemon Fan 613, Luigi the Waddle Dee, Mitchell Roberts, Munchrai, Nova Strife, Philip Cross, Shade, Augie and Panichu, Crunchy Boy, Plush Cat Eileen, Midnight Matter, and Greninja Grey. May we meet again!